there. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to Two Tall Stitchers. This is episode 76. I would suggest you go to the bathroom, get something to drink, sit in an easy chair, and get ready.
They've already seen how long it is. As we film, we have no idea how long we're going to talk.
Okay.
Is it right? Because you see
that's true.
how long
that's
it
true.
is.
Well,
so
anyway,
they're already ready, hopefully.
This is our warning. If you didn't look, get ready, because we have a lot. It's been 4 weeks, which I didn't think would make that much of a difference. Guess what? Okay, to start, for our new viewers, I'm Carol. This is my daughter, Jennifer. We are part of this broadcast film, Flosstube. I'm out of practice.
Yes.
And it's primarily about cross stitch, but we talk about our quilting, we talk about our knitting, our crocheting, our embroidery. We talk about our family and anything else that strikes our fancy. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, God bless you. I know some of you have been with us since the beginning, and I find that absolutely cool, really neat. Shocking too. But thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining us. And we'll start off with the quilt of the day.
Yes. So this is my quilt. This may be the last first time quilt. Although hopefully I'll finish one before we film next time. After this, you're definitely going to start to get repeats. So this...
Do you have one on your frame?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the one. If I finish it, it'll be new next time. But this is End of the Rainbow. And this is a quilt I made for my son. And you can only see a few of the colors here, but we go from reds and oranges at the top, all the way through the yellows, greens, blues, and there's a couple of purples at the bottom. He didn't want a lot of purple, but I put in a couple of purple blocks. This is one of the 2 scrappiest quilts I've ever made, and I had a blast making it. It is from this quilt, this book called Irish Chain Quilts by Melissa Corry. I've always been interested in Irish chains, but they looked honestly kind of blah to me because usually they're 2 colors and they're just straight, and it wasn't my vibe. And as you can see, the quilt I made is on the cover with a light background. But when I decided to make it for my son, I did a like royal to navy blue background, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It has been on his bed for the last... Hang on, there is a label on this one. Let me see if I can read it.
There you go.
I finished this quilt in 2021.
Oh, wow.
So it's been on his bed since probably 2021.
Unwashed.
It has been washed. Not recently.
Doesn't smell like it.
So, still smells a little bit like teenage boy. I actually took it off his bed to wash it, and then I was like, oh, I could take it for Flosstube. So it's been sitting on my couch unwashed for 4 weeks. And it will get washed before it goes back upstairs. But I have a second quilt for his bed, which I think has been my quilt of the week. And that one smells much better. I'm sure this has cat hair and all kinds of stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, the way you make this quilt is you make like a crazy patch block of one color, and then you slice it up. So, and then you piece it in with strips of the blue. Let's see, there you can see the strips pretty well. And it was really fun to make. It seemed like it took forever, but it was really fun. I just kind of did one color at a time and made my crazy patch blocks. And I can't remember if I made all of them before I added the blue or if I kind of had to move along and make some blocks. But this one I would have finished probably early in our Flosstube filming that first year, because I think did we start in 21 or 22? I don't remember either. So it might have been in the very beginning. This was one I quilted during COVID. I quilted it with a pantograph called Spiral Square, which is a great quilting design, and it has a black fabric on the back, and he enjoys it. And the cat especially enjoys it when he takes a nap because she can curl up with him. She's the one missing the kids the most, I think, because they curl up with her in the afternoons when we're not home. And she's missing her snuggles. She woke me up at 5 the other morning just to get some snuggles. Luckily, we both went back to sleep after that. So that's our quilt of the day.
Good thing she's not in my house.
Yeah, well, she's been in your house.
I know.
It doesn't go well.
No, not at all.
I'll just highlight too, there are more quilts I want to make from this book. This is the one that's probably at the top of my list that's on the back cover. Again, I don't know if I'd make this one with the neutrals or if I'd pick a different color for that.
Oh, I like them with the darker colors. They really stand out.
And do other colors. So yeah, that's Quilt of the Day. It was a fun one, and this is a great book if you want a contemporary twist on a classic design. I think there is one quilt in here that's more traditional looking. Yeah, they're all a little bit modern. So anyway, great book. Highly recommend it. Fun quilt to make.
Okay. We have to look at our agenda.
Yes.
Okay, how about we talk about the question from last time, because we had lots of comments.
Well, do we want?
Oh yeah, we could do that too. No,
Yeah.
go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so I just want to thank our new subscribers. We had quite a few. We actually had 3 episodes since we filmed our last Flosstube 75. We filmed immediately after that, but you didn't see it for a week, or State Fair episode. And then I filmed a finish parade after that, and we had a lot of fun doing those extras. And just want to say thanks for all your absolutely lovely comments on them. It seems that from State Fair, a lot of you really appreciated hearing what the judges actually say.
Yeah.
And a couple people said it was very nice that we didn't get super defensive. And somebody told me they never sew their miters either, and they've never gotten a comment on that. So it's just funny. Different judges, different things.
Yeah.
And we had several new subscribers. First of all, I want to give a special welcome to anybody who's watching that we met at the 141 Pep Rally Retreat. We'll talk about that later. It was very fun to meet many of you who had watched us for a long time, and to make new friends. And I passed out stickers like crazy. And so hopefully we have some new people watching. You will see what we bought and made and got into trouble there.
Buckle up.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Also, a few of our other new subscribers, the Quilted Mule, who's a quilt shop owner. And she has a channel where she has tips, and I think she had like flip throughs and new patterns and stuff. So that's a great one to go look at. Also, Belinda, Maureen, Sally, Cat Crazy Creations. That was another one that has a Flosstube. And Carol, Linda, and Talessa, and everybody else who's subscribed. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you hitting that button and coming back to watch us over and over.
Yeah. It's neat.
Yeah.
We feel like we know a lot of you, and after this week, we met a lot of you.
Yeah.
And that was really nice. It's fun to meet you guys in person, whether you come into the store or we see you at a retreat or in the middle of lollies, anywhere. It's just fun to say hi and get to know you.
It is. Life updates. I've been to Michigan twice. So the weekend after we filmed, my husband and I went up to visit with my college best friend at her lake house on Houghton Lake. I've mentioned that before. I think a couple of you have a connection to Houghton Lake. It was absolutely gorgeous. The weather could not have been better. We had beautiful sunsets, and we just had a great time together. It's the first time we've ever been there with no kids and no pets. It was very strange how quiet it was with just 4 adults, but we spent a day up in Grayling visiting some breweries, which was very fun. And we spent a day just hanging out looking at the lake, and we spent one day in sweatshirts and long pants because it was cold. So we had a great time, and it was nice to see them and reconnect with them. And then last weekend, Mom and I left on Thursday morning and went up to Williamston, Michigan, which is outside of Lansing, for the 141 Pep Rally Retreat. And then after that, you want to tell them what we got up to?
Oh, we went to Frankenmuth, where we went to the world's largest Christmas store, which, if you've never been there, is overwhelming. If you've been there, I can't believe if you showed a lot of restraint. It was one of those, should we get a basket when we go in? Well, that was a stupid question. We filled up, it's a double-decker basket, so like if 2 people are together, and we both filled up our baskets.
Filled up a basket.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
It was an amazing store. And then we went and had lunch at Zender's, which is one of the two big restaurants in town. They specialize in chicken. I had a kraut and
brat and
brat, yeah, and that was really good. And
I had a turkey, bacon, cheese sandwich, which was delicious. We decided not to do the great big dinner because we had already eaten enough on our weekend, and it was lunchtime, and we didn't need a giant meal.
No.
Yeah.
And then we wandered through some of the stores. We went to the cheese factory. We were good. Didn't buy any cheese. Didn't need any.
Just pro tip: if you want to buy cheese, go before you eat at one of the restaurants, because we went in, we were so stuffed, and we were like, ugh, I can't eat anything else. The cheese looked good, but neither of us was interested because we were full.
Yeah. And then you went in the wool company. Got roving.
You'll see what about there.
We wandered into
a couple other shops.
Candy store, the fudge shop.
Oh yeah.
The
fudge was good.
And that was delicious.
Yeah.
And then that was about it. We didn't do too badly.
Yeah. We went to the cool McDonald's that has like a
it looks like a German
castle.
Yeah.
A spire on it, which is fun. And inside they had pictures of German castles and German towns, so that was neat.
Yep.
If you're not familiar with Frankenmuth, it's a German town in this part of Michigan, like up here, not quite into the thumb, right about there.
Yeah.
And it was really pretty.
So we had a really good time, and we left, and then we headed east, and we went to Lake Huron, which was just stunning. I had seen Michigan, and I've kind of peeked at Lake Erie, but I got to actually see Lake Huron, and wow, it just doesn't stop. We took the river road as much as we could, so we drove along the lake, and we stopped somewhere for dinner.
Yeah, maybe south of Port Huron, I think.
Yeah.
We stopped in Port Huron and looked at the bridge, contemplated going to Canada, but then saw the huge line to get back into the United States and decided it wasn't worth it.
Would have probably taken us 2 or 3 hours to get over, kind of wander around a little bit. We had nothing specific to do, so we thought we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And so then when we saw the line, it was like, we definitely don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And so then we came back and we went through 5 grosses.
Yes. Grosse Pointe Woods, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I don't remember them all.
Grosse Farms?
Grosse Pointe Farms.
Yeah, Grosse Pointe Farms. Yeah. That was gorgeous. Wow. Talk about beautiful property on the waterfront.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I could live there. It would be fine. I've always wanted to live on a lake with a big porch.
She was talking about, like, how many people do you think they have in their houses? And we were talking about also in the olden days, you would have your butler and your maid and your cook and your driver
and your gardener.
So those type of houses. Yeah.
It was stunning. And then we went on down and we ate at the Voyager. Was that what it was called? On the St. Clair River.
That was for dinner the night before.
Oh,
yeah.
We just had a great
meals.
Time. Yes.
And drove as much as we could by the water, all the way down to Detroit. We drove right by the Ren Center in downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
And then headed south to Toledo. Well, before we got to Toledo, we stopped in Monroe, Michigan, and went to Riverview Stitching, which was fun.
And that's Ori TM.
Yep. And Laura's Fabrics. Ori's mom, Laura's daughter. And then we went to the Quilt Foundry
in Maumee,
Ohio, after lunch.
It was like 4 o'clock. It was like 3 o'clock because it was going to close at 4. Yeah.
So we just had a great time, and then we wandered our way home.
Yep.
And you got to spend a little bit of the evening with my brother.
Yep.
He came and stayed with my dad, so Mom could have a real break.
It was nice.
And we just had a good time.
Then I came back to the real world.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful. It was very relaxing. There was no pressure. We just got to do whatever we wanted to do. And even the retreat, I thought at first it was kind of a working retreat. And then they said there was no pre-stitching. I thought, that's interesting. And then it turned out that it was just, they gave us our stuff, which you'll see, and everything, but we could work on our own stuff. So that was kind of nice. We weren't feeling pressured that we had to get this far so we could do some finishing or there was a technique we had to learn. So it was really nice. We got to spend a good bit of time talking to Robin.
Yes.
And to Chantel.
Yep.
And the ladies that work with Chantel are wonderful.
Oh, they're
her
fantastic.
Daughters and everything, but they're just on top of everything.
Yeah, it was a very well run retreat.
Yeah.
She made it really nice for everybody there.
Yep.
And Robin was a delight.
Yes, she was. Hi guys.
Yeah,
it was fun.
So that's what we've been up to, and then we got home at 8:00 on Tuesday night, and I had to be at work at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So that was like you said, back to the real world right away. So glad to just work a couple days and now have a weekend.
Yes.
In addition, not our life updates, but I wanted to share something I saw on Facebook yesterday related to the stitching world. Cherry Hill Stitchery is closing at the end of this month. She's moving on to other things. And so she has an Etsy store right now that I will link to below. And she is selling out of patterns. She has PDF and paper patterns. She has floss drops, some needle minders, a couple of other various sundry items. We've stitched a couple of her items and really like her design aesthetic.
Yep.
And I went immediately and started to put stuff in my cart. I haven't checked out yet because I'm
not
sure I'm done.
She didn't tell me yet, so that's my project after we finish filming.
Yes. So if you enjoy her stuff and you missed that announcement, make sure you go and do your shopping before she closes at the end of the month. So I'll put her in the links below. Yeah. Okay. You ready to go to questions?
Now we can go to questions.
Our question last time, what is something that you used to do when you first started stitching but no longer do? Remember last time when I had the free pattern, what's your favorite free pattern, and it was a whole page? Guess what?
You
guys did it again. This was really fun, and I was just chuckling because probably 80% of the stuff on here I also used to do or did at some point. It was a big, I was very curious to see what was going to be in the lead because there were a couple things that were high hitters. But the number one thing that many of us used to do that we don't do anymore is put masking tape on our fabric.
I never did that.
You taught me to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, before we had the frames. Once we had the frames, you didn't need the masking tape. But yeah, several pieces when I first started, I put masking tape on. Lots of people did masking tape or some other kind of tape on their projects. 23 of you said that. Not far behind that, 17 of you used to use bobbins and don't use them anymore. You either use floss drops or bags. I think there might have been one person who said they used to just have a mess and now they actually keep it in order. But everybody else has moved away from bobbins. And then 14 of you said you only stitched on Aida when you started and now you've expanded. Yep. Or white Aida and now you've gone to colors. I included that in this one too. Or you only stitched on 14 count and now you're stitching different counts. And then 13 of you, we were pretty much like this too, used to always be a monogamous stitcher. You didn't, you know, you kind of started one project, you worked on that project and you finished that project and then you moved on to the next one.
And I look at the pile on the table and think, boy, have I changed.
Yes, a lot of people commented on that. 7 of you used to use a hoop or Q snaps and don't anymore. We had people who went from Q snaps to hoops, people went from hoops to in hand, and one person who went from in hand to a hoop because when she was taught, they said just stitch in hand and she likes a hoop much better. So lots of switches there. Yeah. People mentioned the Nurge hoops or Q snaps that they really like. Then 4 of you, that goes along with our earlier one, had no stash. Again, just kind of one project, you finished it and then you went and bought the next project. Also 4 of you always started in the center. That's what I learned. You taught me.
Yep, that's how I learned.
That's how I did it. And it still makes me a little nervous when I don't start in the center.
Especially when you're on something other than an even weave. Mm-hmm. Like Aida or Lugana, when you're with linen. Yeah. I have proof of that. Well, you have proof of that.
Oh, yeah.
You have your reindeer.
Absolutely. let's see. Then we get to the threes. 3 of you used to, like me, write your number on your bobbin in pencil. I guess we thought we were going to use up that thread and move on. Oh, I missed a 5. 5 people used to not use glasses or a magnifier or a light. Same.
Yeah.
I look at some of the stuff that I stitched, 10, 15 years ago. It's tiny. And I stitched it in the dark. Like, I just had the light next to me on the couch.
The table light.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely that has changed. 3 people said they used to gift a lot of things and now they keep more for themselves, or they're much more selective about who they gift to.
Definitely.
And I think a lot of us have had that experience. So then we get into 2s. 2 people said they used to tack the tail instead of using the loop method with DMC. They would, stitch over the tail, which I definitely used to do. I think I learned about the loop method like 5 years ago on Flosstube.
Really?
And I love it. 2 people used to use the original pattern instead of PDF or working copy. 2 people always followed the designer colors. We were like that. It was like, I don't have this color. I have to go buy it.
Yep.
Not, I have another blue that's almost exactly the same. 2 used to only stitch on lower count fabric and they moved to higher count. 2 said they only stitched with DMC in the old days. And 2 people said they used to mark off their pens with patterns or highlighters.
They mark off their patterns.
Yes, there you go. To track where they'd gone. And one of them said she thought she would never make a mistake, she guessed, because she would just mark it off and then couldn't fix it easily. And then we get down to the singles. I loved this one. One person said they used to mount their pieces on a cereal box. They took one apart not long ago. That cardboard. Yeah. And I said, that had to be fun to look at the cereal box cover. Like, that would be a fun exercise to look at all of those. One said she marked the center with a pen, and you taught me that too. On the back, I would mark it. And there's one ornament I made for you that still every year we hang it on the tree. I see the little dot. One person hand stitched their edges instead of the masking tape.
Oh my goodness.
One person said, I used to finish what I started.
Good on you.
One person said they used to always stitch alone. Now they have friends to stitch with. One person said they used to buy 4 skeins of each color to make sure they had enough. She said, maybe that's why I have so much thread now.
But that was back in the day when you could buy it $5 or $6 for $1.
Oh, yeah.
It was okay.
There were several comments about like it was so much less expensive because you weren't buying stash and DMC was cheaper and all of that. One person switched from stitching like on top of the hoop to in the well. And you were doing that at retreat. One of your pieces is like that.
Yep.
One person said they no longer stitch geese, mugs, or bears. Sounds like you started stitching in the 1980s or early 1990s. One person said she no longer gives up when she makes a mistake. She used to not know how to fix it and get frustrated, put it away. One said she always used to wash her stitching at the end of a project.
I never do.
I don't either. But now she said with
overdyes,
you can't do that. One person said they used to save the tiniest pieces of thread, and now they little bit of thread left, they just toss it.
Yeah.
One person said they used to do 1/2 quarter and 3/4 stitches. No more. One said they used to stitch or shop at local shops, but now they don't have any left. I think she said she had 3 in her area and now has 0, so it's all online. One said, I used to do lots of back stitching. There aren't many patterns anymore that call
you don't
for
see
much.
A lot, no.
Yeah. One used to pay for framing, now does their own. One used to knot their thread. I think I knotted thread. And one said she made thread cards from paper plates. So every time she started a project, she'd punch holes in it.
Oh,
and
what a
make
good
that
idea.
her thread card. Yeah. So that was very fun. So thank you all. Appreciate, once again,
we love your answers.
all of the fun answers. It's fun to reminisce.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. For sure.
So we didn't have any questions on our Flosstube episode, but we did have a couple from the others. So on the State Fair episode, Gloria asked where she would find Christmas rules.
most likely 1, 2, 3 Stitch. They have the license now to sell Lizzie Kate.
Yeah. You might find it on a Stash and Load or something like that, but 1, 2, 3 Stitch, you should be able to find it. And then from the Finish Parade, I just want to say thank you for all the suggestions on the couple pieces I was stumped on. Thank you very much for giving me ideas on ways to finish them. Lots of great ideas. And who knows, we'll see when I finish them. But Margaret wanted to know where my Wintry Tales bookmark ornament was from. It was from a release called Spellbound Stitches, and it was a charity release last fall, and it's currently not available, but you might check Modern Folk Embroidery to see if he's going to release it at some point in the future. Lorraine wanted to know who's the designer of the perforated plastic pieces. It's a Santa, reindeer, snowman, and penguin. That is called Holiday Wishes by Jan Lynn. And I bought that before I had kids. And my oldest is 20. So it's been around for, it was a long, long time ago that I bought it. I have no idea if you could find it anymore. And then I had several comments because I said several times, I just need to get my big girl pants on. So I think after our quilt retreat, late October into early November, we are going to have a big girl pants challenge. And I checked the hashtag before I said this. It's okay. Because I thought this could go one way or the other. It could go really bad. But there's no hashtag yet for Big Girl Pants Challenge. Make sure you put challenge at the end. And between now and the middle of October, think about what's a project or something you have that you're like, oh, I need to do this, but I'm not quite sure, or I'm scared of messing it up, or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're all going to put on our big girl pants over a couple weeks, and we're going to try and do some of these hard things.
You mean like my biscuit?
We'll
It's been done for how long?
That's a great example. I was actually thinking about that sweater that you need to fix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's that too.
That too.
Yeah. So anyway, it could be any craft. It doesn't have to be an FFO. Mine probably will be. But think about what you have that you need to put your big girl pants on for, and we'll probably release that in our next Flosstube. Maybe it's quilting a top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's making my bag.
Maybe. Right?
You're going to make for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to cut it out first. So anyway, so that's going to be our next challenge, the Big Girl Pants Challenge. So I encourage all of you to look around your basements, your craft rooms,
under the
your
bed,
baskets, under the bed, yeah, and find something that you need to put your big girl pants on for.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm in trouble.
Well, you have time to think about it. So how about next time we film will be mid-October. So how about we bring a couple of things to that one.
Okay. That
we're thinking about for our Big Girl Pants Challenge.
Yeah.
And then we can show them.
Okay.
And then everybody can come up with their own as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have a couple
That might be our question. Do you have anything to join the Big Girl Challenge?
Yeah.
I'm sure a few of you do.
Oh, I know people do. Somebody said, where do I get a pair of those big girl pants? That,
Here.
If you put in the hashtag, you will find out. Okay.
Oh, God.
So,
oh, my goodness. Yeah, don't forget the challenge.
Challenge. Very important.
Or you might have a lot of visitors to you.
Yeah.
Or we'll have a lot of visitors.
Your algorithm will be interesting, to say the least. Yeah. All right. Shall we jump into our stitching?
Sure.
So I was looking through my stuff today, and you're actually getting a full whip parade from me because I have stitched on everything that I have since I saw you last. I haven't,
but I've stitched on a lot.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and get started, and then you can jump in. First one, and I think I was stitching this when we filmed last time. Annie B's American Sampler House. FYI, Annie B's is the artist for next fall's Pep Rally. It's already sold out, but she's taken a wait list. Yeah, it's sold out. So here is where I am. I took it off the frame so you guys can see it. I got the whole top of it finished, and I'm making my way down the house, filling it in as I go. And what I'm trying to do is kind of fill it in all the way across, all the way down, so that as I roll, I don't have to go back up. So I'm at the second window, and there are 2, 4, 6 rows of windows. So that house is, the white is about a third
Probably
of the way
here.
done. Yeah. Yeah. So it's coming along great. I am stitching this with all the called for colors, which is a mix of DMC, Gentle Arts, and Weeks. I think, yeah, I'm doing all the called for colors. I may make a couple of changes because this one kind of blends in with the fabric. So I may come back and put a darker blue there. We'll see. But so far so good, and I'm having a good time working on this one. Yeah.
Well, I have been collecting the mini villages, and I have to do them because I bought the frame. So I had started this, I think, the last time. This is the August mini village. I remember Jennifer commenting, oh, it's a good time to start. It's August. Well, now it's September, and I'm still in August. So I didn't take it out of my hoop, but I did work on this at retreat, and I worked on it today at Stitching in the Library, and I've worked on it several times.
Coming along great.
So it's coming along. I've had to redo a couple places, and the girl is off one thread, but she's staying there. She's not going anywhere.
What's over the girl? Boy, the little brown bottle.
August.
Oh, that's gonna be the word.
That's like a
swag
or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see, it's a swag, and then August goes above it.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is done with I believe it's Classic Colorworks.
Don't mind me, I dropped one of my knobs.
Oh, okay. Just like on the airplane.
Yep.
And so I'm
And that's
doing,
how you lose a knob on the airplane.
So I'm coming along on that. I'm
Do you remember
pleased.
your fabric?
Yes, it's from. I just looked at it.
Mystic.
It's from Mystic, and hang on. Yes, here it is. Hang on. Well, it should be in here, but it's not. It is Classic Colorworks. I don't know what it is. I'll find it.
It's from Mystic.
It's from Mystic, and it's
Yes.
and I feel like Missy on two needles pulling thread because I'm stitching on a blanket. But I bought a half yard, and that way I can do all of them. Oh, there's a toe on there.
Right here.
There it is. Yes, I put it here so I know it. It's 32 count Lugana, and it's called Keepsake.
Keepsake. It was the March 2025 fabric of the month.
And I love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. The white isn't showing up great, but it'll be fine in the long run.
My next whip is Kaleidoscope by Yasmin's Made with Love. And I picked this up for a couple of days and worked on
So pretty.
some of the letters of the alphabet. So my first thing was filling in. I know I did like the IJK or IJ, the N, the VW at the bottom, and then I started in that motif. And I thought I would get it done before I put this down, but it's what I was working on right before retreat, and I wound up busy the couple nights before we left finishing up stuff, and so I'll come back and finish up that motif pretty soon. But I'm really excited to be going on another motif, getting close to a fully finish or a finish for that one. And I'm stitching this on 40 count butter, I think from Atomic Ranch, and with all the called for DMC threads.
And I've been working on All American by Primrose Cottage. And I think I did pull out one piece of this and made an exchange piece, but I've worked on the whole thing. So I got to a point and I thought I'd stop because I really wanted to do some other stuff. Not that anybody's ever done that. This is being done on a 25 count Lugana mushroom. So this is where I am.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
You've done
I've done a lot.
like this whole quadrant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's when I stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see it better. If I
Oh
do
yeah.
this, I
From
think.
home. Did you do stars? Or just tars?
Yeah, I don't have
You
all
don't
the
have
letters
to
yet.
ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's good. Then you can
So-
pick it up. You can almost finish it like do this
Right.
quadrant and then
Yep.
do across the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And you picked your own colors for that, or are you using the called for? Do you remember?
I think it's, no, I'm using called for.
Called for. Okay.
Called for.
The next one I worked on is the pattern slid back. Autumn Lane Stitchery, Give Thanks. And I added another section of this last time I worked on it. And I only have one section left. Well, it's not a circle yet. So I worked on this top section that says Happy Thanksgiving. And I got that all in, and the pie and the coffee cup. I think I still have to do, oh no, I did the back stitching. It just doesn't show up real well. So I just need to do that top section, and then this will be a finish. And my goal has been to finish this by Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I should
What's
be
the
able
top
to
section
do
look like?
The top section, it's a little bit chunky. It's the cornucopia.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah. I think it won't be any worse than
the turkey.
The turkey, and he didn't take that long. And that bottom section's pretty full too, and that went pretty fast. Yeah. So hopefully that will go pretty quickly.
I love the pumpkins.
I love it all. I just think the colors are so rich on this. It's all DMC threads. This is on 28 count sand linen, and I hope to finish it in a hoop. I have some hoops that I've picked up at different retreats on the freebie table, so hopefully one of those will be a fit for it, and I'll finish it kind of just like it is on the cover.
Okay, this is a whip. This is the Merry Christmas silhouette, which I've had in my stash for a long time, and then I got this opalescent white, you'll see fabric, and I started it, and I really like it, but when I started it, I had it too far over to the right. So I went ahead and just took out this whole row and moved it over with the thought I could take the star out over here and move it. Well, the only problem is I can't find my floss. It was on the table, and the dog doesn't come up here. We don't have a cat, and my husband doesn't really come in this room. It's somewhere. Else. So yeah. Someone will help me do a deep dive, I'm sure, and then I will get back to it because I really like it. I think it's pretty, and I've just ordered 17 bell pulls, so I think it's going to be a bell pull. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with it, and I don't know if you can see the fabric, but it's a gold. A gold opalescent. Yeah. So yeah, it's really pretty. Really pretty.
This is from 2016, 2017. So you've had it for a little while, but it's not one of your oldest patterns.
I think I picked it up on a free table.
Oh.
I don't think I don't know. Yeah, I think.
There's no price tag on it.
No, I think it was on a free table.
It's pretty.
But I really like it.
It'll be nice.
I'm excited to really work on it.
Yeah. Now we're into projects that I worked on at retreat. The first one is my ink circles, Reflections of Ireland. And I got the outside segments done.
Wow.
This is on 30, I think it's 32 count confetti Lugana. I don't know the dyer, but I think this might also be Atomic Ranch or Rogue, but I think they're the same now. So all of the outside is done. So I have the inside section to do, and I can't find the thread anywhere. No, I didn't lose it. I'm out, and nobody has it in stock because I keep looking at multiple places.
Oh, no kidding.
And one of my table mates at retreat said, oh, I might have that thread. And she messaged me and said she does. So she put it in the mail for me this morning. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And so I'll be able to get back to this because I didn't want to start the center with a little bit of thread.
Oh, that's the one we've been trying to order from the store.
Yeah. It's on back order. You can't get it.
Fudge.
So that's all the thread I have left. Not enough to do the whole center. Yuck. So hopefully with the full skein of it from her, that will be enough to allow me to finish it. That's my little scissor keeper. Yeah.
This goes along with the new start and purchases. I think this might have been on a free table, but this is Triple Jack-o'-lanterns by Bobby G Designs, and it came as a kit. It had the fabric in it, and it had the threads. Yeah. And the fabric was awful. It was
It's in here. You want me to pull it out?
Sure.
It said it was 14 count Aida, but the fabric in the kit is
Junky.
a see-through linen. That's where you started.
I started it and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So when we were wandering
Yeah, it's
in Chantel's, Chantel's shop, she just happened to have the Atomic Ranch trunk show there. And so I picked up this, I believe it's called Chocolate.
It is called 28 count chocolate swirl Lugano.
And so this is my start. And it's really tight 28 count. And I was having a lot of trouble, and Jennifer said, well, have you used your magnifier? And I was like, never thought of that.
Yeah.
And then all the threads came, and this was one of our table gifts from Roseanne.
Your table
My
gifts.
table gifts at retreat. And I don't really use floss drops or anything, but it was perfect. There's exactly enough for all the colors. Thank you, Roseanne. And I don't carry them with me or anything, but it was perfect. And so that was,
just the little
bobbles on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
So that's where all my floss is, and you can see the colors. It's pretty colors. It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
But
And do you want to talk here about stitching in the well of the frame?
I've started doing that because that way when you come across the back and you're really close to the edge and you want to bury your thread, it's flat.
Hold it up and
Whereas
show.
if you stitch
You're stitching on this side with the fabric
down,
and I have always stitched on this side with the fabric on top.
I read that somewhere and I thought, how smart. It's another one of those things that somebody said something, you're like, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But this is fun, but I do need a magnifier with it. So like I wasn't stitching on it this morning at the library because there's just really not enough room.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and I'm hoping to get it done before a Halloween.
A Halloween is a good goal. It's a lot. Those pumpkins are dense.
Yes, they are.
They'll take some time.
And especially with the needing the magnifier and stuff.
Right. The dark fabric.
Yeah.
My next whip and last whip is Gathering Acorns by Cottage Garden Samplings. You guys have seen this one before, and it's a fan favorite.
He's so cute.
And I just worked on it a little bit this week and last night and this morning. And I got the leaves finished, and I started the basket, and I got a couple of the little blobbies put out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm excited. I think this will move pretty fast from here. I just have the rest of the basket to do, and then there's a couple of little flower things on the side, and then the corner sections. So I won't say this will be a finish next time, but I think it will be a finish this fall. So this is on 36 count something with all the called for threads. It is 36 count Vanilla Latte by Bee Stitch Me, and it's a really nice fabric, and I think it looks really cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's adorable. The next one
Now
is
on to finishes, right?
No, yeah, finish.
I have one more whip.
Oh,
do you want
all
me
right,
to
no,
do
go
my
ahead
other
and
whip?
go ahead and whip.
And then my last whip is a new start at retreat. I had one new start that I abandoned because it was on the wrong size fabric. So then I went to another new start, and last time we filmed, I showed you that I got this book, Stitching Across America, available on Amazon. I think I sold maybe 3 or 4 copies of it this weekend. So you're welcome, Lior Zochkovitsky. And this is on a 16 or an 18 count oatmeal Ada. And that's the beginning of Zion National Park. And for a whole day, I stitched cream and tan on top of oatmeal. So
We didn't think she was doing anything.
yeah, it really wasn't very fun. People were coming by and they're like, what are you stitching? So it was nice when I got to put in the mountains, and then it'll be green in the middle. So this one is my son's choice. I let everybody in the family make a choice of which national park they would want. And I wish I'd measured better, because I could have done it this way and maybe fit 3 in.
Yeah.
But I think I'll just get 2 on this piece of fabric now. But that's okay.
Okay, and you're probably familiar with the 12 monthly minis by Primrose, and I've wanted to start these for a long time. I didn't have any fabric, so when we went to Chantel's shop, this is a 32 count
She didn't have any
Vintage.
fabric, you guys.
vintage country mocha.
There's nothing in her bin over there.
Well, I didn't have any 32 count. So I started and I finished October.
October.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started and finished October. It was really cute. It went very quickly, and it was only 2 colors, so it was fun. I used Weeks mascara, and then I had a project with a bunch of pumpkins, the pumpkin row, and I had pulled a bunch of threads to take that, and so as a result, I just pulled one of those and used it for the orange.
Yeah.
But having only 2 colors was really
Super
neat.
cute.
So yeah, it was very convenient that Chantel didn't have a ton of fabric, but she had what I needed.
Well, I think we didn't get there as early as other people because I think.
Well, no, this was all for wall.
Oh,
That was her wall
yeah,
fabric. That
Yeah.
was her wall fabric.
Last time I showed you guys Bosco Blueberry, this old Mosey and Me pattern that had been munched on by my dog, and I finally pulled him out after 20 plus years. When did the dog die?
Oh gosh, when we moved up
23 years maybe?
20. Did she die before we came?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I finished it.
So
And you know
cute.
what? People complain. I complain about, all this white stitching. I love stitching all this white. It's so funny. So it's on a light blue linen that I got many, many years ago. And I decided not to do the border or the trick or treat words at the top because my plan is to finish him as a stand-up. And maybe with some bite marks in it.
It's very glary today. There's
Yeah.
a lot of clouds, so the colors of the fabric are not showing up, but the white really does show up well.
Yeah.
You can't see it in the picture, but it does show up well.
Is it
Not really. No.
kind of there is probably the
Yeah.
best. But
He's cute.
yeah, so he's done. My oldest abandoned project. And I just think he turned out so cute.
Yeah.
So happy with him.
Okay, then I've had this Snow Much Fun, which I bought down at Fancy Works. Came as a kit from Hands On Design, and I'm using a 27 count Linda antique white to stitch it on, and I didn't realize how big they were, and so I think I've shown you. This is, let's see, this is number
first
1.
one.
Yeah, this is number. Hold it that way. Yeah.
Here, you talk.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
hold.
That's number 1, which I finished not too long ago. So then I thought, and I turned the fabric. Now I'm really getting messy. And that's number 2. The first one was Snow. This is Much, and the next one will be Fun. So I finished that when I got home. And now I have to find the rest of the fabric because I have the bag and I have the tag for the fabric and I have all the floss and the patterns, but I don't have the fabric.
And it's on 27 count Linda.
Yeah,
Or 20.
25.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to, maybe that could be one of my big girl panties, is to find my fabric. That could be challenging.
And my other finish was a start and a finish. I took this with me when we went up to Houghton Lake. I borrowed this magazine from my mom. It's the 2025 Halloween special from Just Cross Stitch. And I saw, where are they? Oh, right there. These cute little guys on the cover. And I thought, that would be really fun to stitch for the princess. And I had a piece of 14 count helix. And that stitched up in 2 days.
It's adorable.
And I think it's just adorable. So that will get finished as a round ornament and hopefully get to her by Halloween.
Good.
And look at the little kitties. You don't look because you don't like cats. But see, this one's an orange and this one's a gray cat because their tails are sticking out of their costumes. Adorable. So I haven't decided if I'm giving you this back yet or if I'm going to stitch one for my son or me too.
Okay.
Do you don't want it right away? Or do you want
I was going to look at it, but no, you can.
Okay.
You can.
I'll
It'll
leave
be
it
okay.
here.
I have enough
Yeah.
pumpkin stuff.
I have enough to work on too. So that was a fun, quick project. And I don't know about you guys, like when I go on vacation, I always take too much because I'm over excited about what I'm gonna work on. And that time I actually finished that and I went to the second piece that I brought with me. So I was very happy I had the second one.
Wow, that doesn't happen a lot.
FFOs.
FFOs. Okay, I got on a tear because I had, and right in here, insert the picture of
I already
my exchange pieces. I showed you. I've had them stitched. I stitched 4 of them on one piece of fabric, and 2 of them were fine. 2 of them are not going to be able to be finished probably. But anyway, I got on a tear one day, so I finished those 2, and then I finished my Freedom. I got that done.
And this is October Road? No.
Oh,
it's the cards.
Yeah, I think. No, it was.
Yeah, it was in a magazine. But it's
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
same
right. I
one.
bought the magazine. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is from, I believe, my my Primrose. I did Home of the Brave, and then I did July 4th, and then I was doing the seasons, and this is Bloom. This is Hope, and I'm thinking I have some real pretty chenille. I may put the chenille around the edge. If I do, you'll see it. And then also there was Spring.
Yeah.
So I got all those done. And then I have one more, which someone hasn't seen yet.
Ooh.
Because I just got it the other day. And there goes the pattern.
Okay.
Where do you see it?
Oh, it's so cute.
There's my snowman. Look at him.
Adorable.
Teresa finished him for me and brought
Adorable.
it to work yesterday. Is he not adorable?
So cute. That's Herbert, right?
That's Herbert from Hands On Design. Yeah.
Hands on?
No, Heart and Hand.
Heart and Hand.
I can see the pattern on the floor. It fell on the
Yeah.
other side of the table.
Wow. She
Isn't
stuffs
he?
the heck out of these.
Oh, she does. She's amazing.
Yeah. Look at that cording.
The cording is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Isn't he pretty?
Beautiful. She's
I love
so
him.
good.
I know.
So good. Oh, he turned out adorable.
Yep.
You have to
Yep.
fluff up his
Yeah.
ribbon a little bit.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
traveling.
Oh, he's great.
Isn't he cute?
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's my super FFO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a lot done.
I did.
I finished 3 things actually. The first is my Hello Summer pillow. This is on, I remember it's Poinsettia is the name of the Lugana from Forbidden Fiber Co. I can't remember what count, but this is the Hello Summer from Primrose. It was their free pattern, and I found that cool rickrack which had the additional thread in it, and I just stitched that on. There's my fabric for the back of the pillow. I thought it was perfect for a bright summery piece. And then I will insert the video here for my retreat exchange piece. For my retreat exchange piece, I wanted to find something a little bit different that would also appeal to people who like Robin Pickens. So I wanted it to be kind of bright, clean, simple, cheery. And what I wound up with after looking through lots and lots of patterns was a pattern from this just Cross Stitch magazine, which is summer of 2024. I think this was in my StitchCon bag last year. And it's called Sunny and Glowing by Donna Chavis of Stitch X Love. And this is the piece, and you can see it's a 2-sided piece. So you stitch the sunny and you stitch the glowing, and then you finish them together. And I thought, well, that'll be fun. And it's not seasonal, so somebody can leave it up all year. So here is my finish. There is the sunny side. I think I used all the called for threads. I might have switched one because I didn't have it, but if I did, it was just like one color away. So the sunny side is stitched on 28 count Monaco even weave. And I just finished it on mat board, and then this is sticky board in the back. I think I found some pretty good fabric to go with it. And then the other side is the glowing side. This one was a little bit trickier because I had like a long, thin piece of fabric. So you can see it's not completely centered, but I needed to make sure it could fit on the piece of mat board. So there's the glowing side. Again, pretty happy with the fabric that I had in my stash. I just realized there's a little thread on the sunny side. And then I put a ribbon and I made 2-color cording, which was fun. My normal cording holder, the Princess, is off at school in New York. So my husband is up to the job of helping me make cording. And I swear I dropped it 3 times before we finally finished. But we got it done, and I glued it all together. And that is my retreat exchange piece. And then, where is it? Over here, this is embroidery, not cross stitch, but I also finished Primitive Gatherings Home Pin Cushion. And I bought this a couple of years ago when we went up to Bel Air, Michigan. What's it called? Cousins Quilt Shop. They have great wool.
Yes.
And they had this very cute pattern, but done with a Michigan for the O. The pattern has all of the states in it. I'll just flash it real quick because I don't think they would mind. Oh, I don't know why it's sticking together, but it has all the states, so you pick the one you want. So I picked Michigan, and I finished this as a gift for my friend Michelle for her birthday. And I'll put a picture in here because we met her for dinner on Sunday night. And I was able to give her birthday present. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday
birthday, Michelle.
Michelle, and hope you enjoy your little Michigan pillow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
We had 7 giveaways in our last episode, and I picked winners. So if I call your name, please send us an email, twotallstitchers@gmail.com. Tell us you're over 18 and give us your address, and we will drop them in the mail. We're not always the fastest at getting them in the mail. They won't go in like Monday, but we'll get them in the mail in the next couple of weeks. So the first one is Coffee Bird, and the winner of this is Nellie Stitches. So Nellie Stitches, please send us your information. The second one, our keyword was florist. And this is, what is it? Little House Needleworks. The Florist.
The Florist. It's the Hometown Holiday series.
Yep. And the winner for that one is either Kim Ramelli or Kimra Melly. If your name is Kimra, I want to know because I work with a Kimra and I've never heard that name before by anyone else. So Kimra Melly 6171. The third one is the Red Thread Wreath from Bent Creek, and the winner of this one is Sassy Zoo. And on these little ones, we'll probably take them out of the Ziploc bag so we can just put them in a regular envelope so they fit. We'll see.
No, we can just put them fine.
Number 4 is a wool piece, Holiday Trio Ornaments, and the winner of that one is Sabrina Del Cambre, 1748.
That's just the pattern. It's not a kit.
Yep. Number 5 is Coffee Drinkers, and the winner of this one is Teresa Petrick, 1995. The next one was our Nova Scotia kit. This is a kit that has I think at least the threads in it, maybe the fabric as well, and that goes to Leah Noonan, 579.
Oh, it says it's got the fabric, the kits in the needle.
Probably. Yeah. It's everything.
Okay.
And the last one is Stitching Makes Me Happy. And this one goes to Cheryl Portnoy, 378. So congratulations, everybody. Thanks so much. And send us your information.
And tell us you're over 18 so we can legally ask for your address.
Yes.
And don't mention anything, the words.
No, they don't have to. They're
that's right. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be back instantaneously for you as we reset.
Okay, we have reset, hoping everything will stay where it's supposed to stay because we were not good. First of all, I would like to thank Terry, one of our viewers, who has sent me the Lizzie Kate yearbook patterns. And she sent me all of them until she finished them. So she sent me these last sets. Yeah. And I really appreciate it. And I love doing Lizzie Kate sets.
Yeah.
So
they have it shown on the back where you do them all in one. Yeah.
And so, I'm looking forward to doing that. It may not be this week, but I'll work on it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes so.
And I want to thank Michelle. I took her present, but she also brought me one. This is a dark red rickrack, which she thinks and I think will go with my Joy pillow that I showed in my finishes episode. So hopefully this will work, and then I can finally FFO that one.
Yeah, good.
Shopping.
Okay, now we're going to talk about shopping.
Yes.
I'm going to start
with stuff before retreat.
Before retreat, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little carried away because I was going to finish my needle crafters thing on a bell pull, and I bought one and it was too small, so I believe it was that one. So then I thought, oh, let's make sure. So I ordered that one and that one. So I have enough bell pulls now.
Bell pulls.
Yes, of different sizes. So I can make anything into a bell pull probably at this point. And then this is the October Mini Village. So that goes along with my collection of good stuff, which is somewhere down here. And then the Tiny Town Quilter town came in. So, you know, I had to get that, and I got the frill to go with it.
Yeah.
And
I haven't
so,
seen this one up close.
yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
Isn't that cute?
It's like all barn quilts.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about starting that. And I'm thinking I have to see the fabric I was using for my mini villages might be good for that.
Yeah.
I should have enough. I should have enough. Okay, and then you know they're doing a Animal of the Month series or something, and this one is a koala, and I got it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Because I knew you'd like it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's the Year in the Woods.
Year in the Woods.
Number
that's what it is.
3. The third time they've done this. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
I knew you would.
He's so cute.
And then also, I will skip ahead and show you that when we went to Ori TM, I got this snowflake Quaker style. And she said her daughter did it on a linen, and she used number 12 pearl cotton.
Yes.
Instead of using a floss. So when I went to work yesterday, I got the number 12 pearl cotton.
And the reason being that then you only have one strand.
Yeah.
And so your strands don't get twisted up. So it looks cleaner.
Yeah.
And it sure did. Once she pointed it out to us, we were like,
amazing.
oh, that
She had it finished
great.
as a
giant drum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and the thing is, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago when we went to market, I was looking for blue fabric and I bought at least 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So I definitely have a blue that will work with this.
blue.
So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was
That could be your Christmas Day start. That could be a
might
good
work,
Christmas
yeah.
Day start.
okay.
In Frankenmuth, I popped into the Woolen Mill, which also had a little bit of a quilt shop in the back corner of it. They had a handful of bolts of fabric. And then I saw at the front, they had wool roving. This is the unbleached natural wool roving. And I've heard it's really good for pillows. So I thought I would buy, this is the small package of it, to give it a try for especially corners of pillows. People have said it's really good to like puff out your corners. So that's my first purchase.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Next. Okay. I like the Primrose Patterns of the Month. This is Sweet and Treats for September.
September's free pattern.
And so I ordered the finishing kit, and without really paying attention to the pattern, I thought, oh, I need a lavender or something to put that on. So I bought this at Chantel's. It was from Atomic Ranch. It's a 28 count Lugana. I love Lugana. I love 28 count. So.
But you don't love purple. But you don't actually need purple, do you?
No. But I may do it on purple anyway.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of purple in there, but I think I can.
You could switch colors.
I can switch colors and darken it up or whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's shocking people. I bought purple.
At Ori TM, or at Riverview Stitching, Ori TM shop, we had a good time. Her daughter Laura dyes fabric, so I got this piece of 32 count Lugana. It's a fat 8th, and
There's no name?
it doesn't have a name for the color, but it's a beautiful rosy red.
Yeah.
And I was very good. I looked before I went to retreat at what colors I had a lot of and what colors I didn't have a lot of, and learned I did not need to buy any more greens or blues, but I could use reds, oranges, yellows, pinks. And then she had, I think, the whole line of Flossabilities. I have just started to see this designer. I think they're either Canadian or European. I can't remember. And they now have a printer in the US, I think is what she said. She had a couple of different
She had
designers
6 or 8
from
of
outside of the United States.
her patterns, yeah.
And I loved this. I actually loved like all of the patterns, but I just picked this one. And even though I wasn't supposed to buy some colors of fabric, I might have bought a piece of fabric that'll look really good on. And then I got an urge hoop because I thought everybody says they're all the rage and it's a great thing to pick up.
Okay, and while we were there, I have seen this pattern. I think Helen D did it, and I have loved it since I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know that
so
I'll get
cute.
it done, but he's adorable, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I got that. And then I fell down the same rabbit hole, the Polar Bear Express Flossabilities. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And then her daughter is very talented, and she painted this frame, and on a 16 count fabric, or 32, the tiny town for Halloween will fit in there. Is that not gorgeous?
Really pretty.
So it's pretty exciting. And it was beautifully done and not very
Yeah.
expensive
Yeah.
for a custom painted frame.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I couldn't pass that up. And
Somewhere I picked up a Michigan sticker. I think in Frankenmuth. I got a new laptop. That was my big purchase, my big haul. I got a new laptop for home because mine is a dinosaur, and now I need new stickers for it. Then we went to Quilt Foundry in Maumee, and we both bought fabric for project bags.
Yeah.
I decided, since I have done so many camping themed things and the national parks projects, I wanted a camping theme project bag. So I got this fabric, and this is the same line, piece of brown. So I just got a fat quarter of each of them to make a project bag.
And I got this. You want to hold it up?
Yeah.
I got this one with the pine trees on because I thought it was so pretty. And then I got this to go along as the companion fabric for it. And then I saw this and I thought it was way too cute.
It is.
And so I got that. And I got this for the companion fabric.
Yeah, really pretty.
So yeah, Quilt Fabric, it was a little store. It didn't look very big until you walked inside, and they had 3 rooms and an adorable dog.
Yes.
Who's not allowed, you're not allowed to give him treats.
I missed
No
that
treats,
part.
yeah, there was a sign that said no treats.
Aw.
And then before we left, a couple weeks ago, a week ago, whatever, I went out to the quilt store in Avon, Love It So, because I had seen this fabric and I just couldn't get it out of my mind. You know, my mind is crazy anyway. So I found this, and I already wrote it down.
Yeah.
And this is for project bags. And that's the companion fabric for it. Whoops. But look at that. Aren't
Oh,
they
that's gorgeous.
I absolutely.
Really gorgeous.
I couldn't get this out of my mind, and I was like, I have to go back before they run out. I called, I said, do you have any fabric with blue pumpkin? She said, well, we have some. So I said,
How about
okay, we're
one
going.
for you and one for me?
No, I got enough. I got a half yard, so that's a possibility.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. And then I saw this, and I thought it was really pretty. I thought of you, Terry, when I saw this, because I know how much you like sunflowers. But that's the other one I got.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Really pretty. Good.
and then
I was
Helen-
like, more? But I knew
Yes.
this already.
Helen D had one of these, and it looked really neat. And I thought, why not? So I now have a case frame. It's an easy frame, I think a Z frame or something like that. And it's all adjustable. It moves up and around, and it holds I had it on, and it held a Q-snap, I believe, and I had a frame in it and stuff. I'm still getting used to it. I haven't stitched two-handed in such a long time that I need to practice more.
Yeah.
But so it comes apart, so it was flat. It was easy to take with me to retreat.
Yep.
Where it sat on the table, and I looked at it.
I know. I took my frame with me and I didn't use it at all.
Yeah. So that's our
So we had some fun shopping.
yes.
And then we had some fun. We decided to sit at different tables at retreat. tablecloths first.
Yep.
So Mom and I wound up sitting at tables kind of next to each other. We were not back to back just because of where the seats are, but we had some lovely table mates.
We did.
And I'm not going to remember exactly who each item is from at my table. Sorry, gals. But they were all fantastic. This was from somebody. I think this was from Elaine and Jennifer, who are a mother-daughter pair that were at my table. And then I think that this was with it. A little zip bag that has scissors and a thread picker. Let's see.
Oh, cute.
There's a thread picker that has a little glasses charm on the end of it, which I think is really cute.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm pretty sure they were all from them. I think.
And Anne was at my table, and she made everybody hors trays. Barb, not Anne, Barb. Anne gave us something else. And so she put her initials. That's really cute, the way she did that.
And Barb gave me an hors tray too, because you only have 5 at your table.
Yeah.
So you had an extra gift, and I was the lucky recipient.
And then
Missy was sitting near us from Two Needles Pulling Thread, and she gave us a project card.
Oh, that's
and a skein of maple syrup and some Maine playing cards, which can become floss drops, and
a bottle of maple syrup
from their trees.
Oh, is it from their trees?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Missy.
Yes.
Yes.
And you opened yours right there. And
no, I did not.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I behaved. I
okay.
behaved. And then Anne at my table gave us these lovely, where's the thing so I won't show, scissor fobs. Isn't that pretty?
And this is a scissor.
And there's there's a hole in the bottom, so you can put your scissors in it and not stab everything.
Yeah, and she also had an extra one and was super nice and gave me the extra. I lucked out with all the table gifts.
And then I showed you my floss drops that came from Roseanne. And
that was from Chantel.
This was from Chantel. That was a Michigan sticker. And okay, this was from, this is from Missy. And the needle box?
I don't know. I didn't get one.
I think it was in here. This was a bag of candy and a thread, blanc, and then a little needle box.
Yeah.
This may have been from Denise. I'm not sure.
Oh, probably.
Or it may have been from Anne. I can't remember. And then
Julie made needle books for everybody at my table.
Goodness.
So it's a piece of felt and a little pocket. And then she had actually stitched a piece and put it on top of hers. So I may do that too.
Wow.
But I got the cute Christmas kittens one. And then Julie was there with her sister Gail. And Gail gave us a little baggie. And I think Gail made these, I'm pretty sure, right, Gail? Thread beds. So I got a nice sunflower one, and then she gave us sanitizer, chapstick, and this is the coolest thing. This is a rock from her property, and I think I may put a magnet on that so it can be a needle minder. But she collects rocks. She has a big piece of property. It used to be a gravel farm. And so she collects them and polishes them up. So that was kind of cool.
I didn't see that.
You haven't seen it, yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that pretty?
Yeah. She said she usually keeps one in her pocket, and like when she fidgets, she
Oh,
has her
yeah.
little rock in there to rub.
And Tammy gave us floss drops. And that's Tammy as a little girl.
Yes.
Wonderful Tammy.
I have a picture, I'll try and remember to put it in, of Tammy showing us herself. I mean,
you got lovely
and then one more table gift for me. This was from Amanda, who sat next to me. And Amanda is Delamano Designs. She has a Flosstube on YouTube that I will link below. And I watched her this morning. It's so fun when you sit next to somebody for a weekend and then you watch them on Flosstube. Yeah. And she gave us these scissors. These are kind of cool. I've never seen these before. They look like they could kill somebody.
Yeah.
She's a nurse. She knows where to get good scissors. And then she had some 2025 charms and this little scissor or bag zipper pull. Yeah. So, yeah, they were great.
And on Missy's, this was the other side of her project card.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then we also got a truckload of candy. This is barely touches. Where was the? Oh, okay. From table 11, Christine gave us this bag, and it was packed full. We did not eat it all. We did not eat it all.
And then Chantel gave us a big,
like a takeout box full.
Mm-hmm.
And so she took hers to work. I'm taking mine to my stitch group, and we'll put it in the candy bowl. And we won't have to buy candy for a while. Not for a while.
And then our table gifts. So I gave my table the Petit 4 baskets that you guys saw me working on. I think I brought a couple of them to show, and I'll put a picture in here. And I did them all with Robin's fabric. And it was really cool because she came over and sat at every table over the course of the retreat and chatted with the people sitting there. And she was sitting at the table chatting away, and she was like, "Oh, that's my fabric." And then somebody else pulled out theirs, and she was like, "That's my fabric." So it was kind of fun. So I showed her what I had made, and that was just a neat little moment where she got to enjoy seeing me make her fabric.
Yeah.
And you made?
I made the little Stitcher and Maker pillows, which I think I showed you.
For your table gift.
Oh, the little bags, the little bitsy bags. I showed you those, and I put a pair of scissors in them and a pack of needles.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. It was the wrong thing.
Okay, should we show what we received in the exchange? Mine's going to rustle a little bit. Oh, there's more stuff in here. So when you go to an exchange at a retreat, you kind of look at the bag and see what looks interesting. And so I got called, I think, before you did, and there were still a ton of bags on the table. And I don't know, I just decided I didn't really want a holiday. I wanted something more generic. So I picked this bag, which had a picture of 4 seasons on it. And I was like, Quaker, 4 seasons. Can't wait to see what this is. And I got the most amazing gift of everybody. And this came from Debbie, who lives in Illinois, and she made me this super, slid off, super cute hanger. I'll have to put a little piece of tape on the back, double-sided tape or something. Let me slide it back on there.
Want me to hold it?
Yeah. Okay, we'll hold it this way. How about? And this is the Primrose Cottage. It said give thanks when they released it, but she changed it to be fall. And then she stitched, well, actually, I think she first stitched summer, and then fall, and then winter, and then spring. So I got all 4 seasons. This is going to be awesome. I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to hang it yet, but this will hang somewhere in my house, and it will be so fun to switch them out every season. By your front door. It would. Yeah. So thank you so much, Debbie. It was such a delight to receive your gift, and she gave me a project card from her local store in Roscoe, Illinois, and she shared all the details about her pieces, including that she hand painted her fabrics with a sponge. She said she used paint and a sponge.
Oh my goodness.
To paint them. So that's super cool as well. Debbie, if you happen to be watching, we might need to know how you do that. So it was awesome. I felt like I hit the jackpot.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I picked the bag that had a snowflake on it. I know you find that shocking, but it was from Heidi, and it started out, let's see, she made this gorgeous card. She made this card. It's happy stitching, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's 3-dimensional. See, she made the card. Isn't that gorgeous?
Very cool.
So that was from Heidi. And then this, I believe, is, Chantel had this in her shop.
Oh, Oh,
It's
from
Nicole
Nicole
Spohr. Yeah.
Spohr.
So then
Yeah.
I got a snowman.
He's so
Amazing,
cute.
isn't he cute? She made him, and then she made a little pincushion. This is a little glass jar, I guess, and a ball in it.
Wool
So
ball.
a wool ball, okay. And then this really pretty pair of scissors. You never have enough scissors. And then floss drops with,
Oh, there's Santa floss.
yeah, there's Santa floss drops, and I can't get this out together, with a candy cane charm on it.
Oh, cute.
Okay. And then this little beeswax
Wow.
piece, yeah. And then, and I've really controlled myself so you guys can see it. This is from Gilbert. It's a chocolate-covered pretzel. And then this is just a chocolate, okay? And then that's not enough. This is what she made. Look at that, guys. It's from Robin Pickens. She pulled a pine cone off one of her designs, and then the sled is from Chantel.
Yeah.
Is that not
Really
gorgeous?
pretty. Really.
Really, really pretty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Heidi. So yeah, I was really excited to get this.
We both
really
hit the
nice.
jackpot.
We did.
Yes.
We did. It was great.
And after the Smalls Exchange, Chantel did giveaways, and I was a lucky winner of a gift certificate, which was awesome. And then Amanda, who was sitting next to me, won a box of
Oops, I call them.
Oops items, and she picked what she wanted and then passed them around the table, and I wound up with this ornament that has a little oops on the back, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to see that. And then this thread drop or thread keeper from Chantel, and I don't know what the oops is on this. There might be a little bit again on the back, but it looks great to me. So that was very fun, and thank you, Amanda, for sharing your pieces.
Yeah. And then this was our retreat stuff.
Yes. So the way it worked, when we came in, we had a little bag at our table that had, we had the sticker at our seat, and we had this little
that's
bag
right.
at our table.
And it had the like acorns in it. It's 3 pieces. And then it had clips. And where did my, ooh, over there. It had the big clips, and it had the little brush for using for the glue.
Yeah. And glue,
And
which
glue.
I was really glad she had it labeled because I thought it was hand lotion at first. That would have been awkward.
Yeah, that goes in here.
So that's what we got when we walked in.
When did we get this?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It's part of it, but anyway,
Yeah.
we got a cute sticker that the theme of the retreat.
And then on Friday morning, she and Robin did a presentation and shared the stitch piece for the retreat. And we'll start with the less exciting stuff. We each got a piece of linen or Aida. We both chose Aida. This is 32
No, I
count.
took linen.
No, we both chose linen.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is 32 count vintage country mocha, a full fat quarter.
And this is the threads for all the pattern, all DMCs.
And then I think the way she revealed it is she showed us our finishing piece, which finishes as a giant acorn and includes 2 leaves that you can hang off of it. And then,
Oh, there's my fabric.
yeah,
And then this was for the
backing, if
Backing.
you want to back it.
of our piece, and
Go
then
ahead. You share that one.
and then this is the retreat pattern.
Oakley Acorn is the name. And this will be an exclusive for the retreat, I think,
For a year.
for some period of time, and then maybe available after that. And a bunch of people decided to start that on Friday and Saturday. There were a lot of people stitching this. There were some tables where the whole table was stitching it. And I thought to myself, I think I'm going to do this as my Sunday morning stitching. That would be fun
Oh yeah.
to release that on Sunday morning. And then Saturday night, she said, we have a surprise for you.
Yeah.
And Robin did a second pattern for the retreat. She had done 2 of them and she couldn't decide which one she liked better. So she sent them to Chantel and she picked the one with the acorn piece, and then this became the second piece. And she also did a simple finishing piece for this, which we have ordered. She didn't have those
It's on the way.
at the retreat. Good.
Should be here Monday.
And this is the one, I actually fell in love with this one. And so this is the one I started on Sunday morning. So I have one more piece of stitching to show you. So the colors that she gave us for the first piece are all used in the second piece, but there are also some additional purples and maybe greens, something, maybe purples and pinks or oranges that aren't in the initial piece. So I stitched with what I had and I got a nice start on Colors of Fall. And I think this one, Colors of Fall, is going to be a regular release.
Yes.
I think she said that will be out relatively soon. So that was very fun. And if you saw my Instagram, you saw I took a picture with Robin. If not, I'll put in a picture here so you can see. But I thought, how fun would it be to take my Sunday morning stitching picture with the designer of the pattern? So that's what I did.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Then we went to the store and had a very good time.
Yes. And you guys know I took 10 pieces with me. Oh wait, let me do this first. And then, even though it was my last purchase, in addition to bringing her stitching models, Robin also brought several of her quilts, and then she set up a small table at the back for quilts and fabric sales. And all weekend I looked at this kit and I was really hoping that somebody else would buy it, and they didn't. And you know, I didn't want Robin to have to carry this big heavy kit all the way back to California.
She's such a good kid, isn't she?
So helpful. So on Sunday morning I bought the kit for Mod Flower Box, and I bought a version that is tan instead of black because it will go much better in my house, and it's all with her thatched fabric. And I just absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to build this one. She said this is the fabric for the wall hanging size.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, the full size quilt is 4 of the wall hangings, but the wall hanging is a good size quilt. So yay, I bought a new quilt kit.
And you know, Chantel has wonderful finishing things. Well, these guys finished. You can find them probably on her website, but I couldn't pass them up. Here's Mr. Pumpkin. Here's Mr. Ghost. Here's Mr. Black Cat. Here's another ghost. And here's Frankenstein, would you call him?
Yes.
Yes. So they were a set. And I plan to do them. And you can do lots with them. So, and I took pictures of all these so that I would know what to do with them when I got them home. Because you know how you look at them, you go, oh, that's wonderful. And you get home, you know, what was that? And then this was a frame that it's 2 pieces. And the I'm looking at one of the segments from the retreat chart to put in here, one of the acorn ones. And then this one I just couldn't pass up. It was a little Christmas ornament. And then this was a Santa house, and it was so pretty. Yeah. And they had a Santa done on that. And
you
then,
could put a snowman in that too.
Yeah, I
could be a
I
snowman
could be a
house.
snowman house, yep. And then this was a shelf sitter, and Amanda had done her tiny town on it, and it looks so neat. So I got that. And then I was looking at, as we were checking out, oh, and then I also got what they call kickstands to hold the things up in the back, and it'll work with this guy. And probably the other...
couple of the other ones too,
you know, yeah. And then the stickers were there, and they were so pretty. I said, oh, they're so nice. And she said, well, they're free. Just take one. I said, oh, so my stitch group is going to get stickers.
Yeah.
I won't show them all, but I grabbed a whole bunch. And so, yeah, stitch group, get ready. You get to fight over.
And I'm going to show the bag.
Oh,
so
yeah.
When you went shopping, you got a bag. And then in theory, you could bring it back and fill it up more. And we did.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll do the non-wood stuff first that I bought. So I did buy the 8-piece DIY paint set, which evidently you can make like, I don't know, 400 combinations of colors. The QR code takes you to how to make all the colors. And this has small-ish, not that small.
Oh, they're pretty good size.
Things of paint. So there's 8 of those in the kit. And you'll see why I needed the kit. Because I went crazy. And then, like Mom said, there was an Atomic Ranch trunk show, and I only allowed myself to look at the fat quarters. And what colors did I say I needed? Yellow, orange, pink, red. So first fabric I bought, I paid attention, and I got this Primrose 32 count Lugana. Absolutely gorgeous, very light yellow. And then never mind what I needed. This color just jumped out at me. It's called Esmeralda. This is a 20 count Ada, and it is a beautiful dark blue with a little bit of green in it. And remember that Flossabilities pattern I bought? I think it'll look fantastic on this. I might have to play a little bit with the colors of the trees, but I think it's going to be great. Then the wood. So you know I took my pieces, and then when I got back to my seat, I took notes of what I bought each one for. So the first thing is the little square shiplap piece, and that is the right size for my little thankful piece. And I'm guessing I can put other things in this, so I'll probably finish this and most of them with magnets on the back so I can change them out. The next piece I bought was the Lewis board, and this one is the perfect fit for patriotic people, and it has the star as well, so I can either put it up here or I can do a hanger with the star. The next was the Bender board, and this one I can exchange 3 pieces on. My Christmas Sal, Starry Skies, and Sweet Spring will all fit on this one. The, what's this? Square shiplap. Will fit the Heart and Hand annual heart. This one I think is my favorite. This is the paddle, and it will fit my autumn alphabet, and she had it finished with autumn alphabet on it, so I took a picture because it was finished beautifully. The big wig will be used 2 ways. It will be used this way for Bluebird House and this way for Spooky Fence. Oh. So I just need to figure out what color will work with both of those, or I even thought this morning I could paint this one color and this another color and just flip it. I also got a couple of the small kickstands and a couple of the medium kickstands. And then as I was checking out, I got, oh, there's more in here. Oh, wait, there's more. I got the bow maker. I also bought, I forgot, a sticker. I stay up late to make stuff. I love it. And I looked at this pattern every day when we went in the shop, because how many times did we go to the shop in 3 days?
At least 3.
Yeah. And that finally, the last time I bought it, Miss Liberty by Teresa Kogut. I just think it's so pretty. So those were my purchases. And of everything I took, I think I found finishing boards for all but 1 piece, maybe. So it turned out great. I was super happy. They were so nice at the shop. One of these pieces, oh, it was this one. They didn't have any of these out on the shelf. She said, we'll cut it and we'll bring it to you later today. So you pay for it in the shop, and they bring it. They have a table set up at Retreat. They bring it to you that afternoon. So it was fantastic and super fun to shop. I highly recommend her stuff. And I'm looking forward to having some fun doing FFOs with these.
One other thing I got off the free table was a stand. I was really good. They had a lot of patterns. Most of them were fairly dated, but the stand was there. And the new ones are not very sturdy. So this was an older one, so I grabbed it.
And then the shirt for Retreat is a sweatshirt, 141 pep rally, and I think it says cross stitch retreat 25. And so we each got a sweatshirt. Yours is on the way because they had a size snafu and ran out of your size, but I got mine there. It's a really nice, cozy sweatshirt.
It's a nice sweatshirt.
And yeah, it was all in all a great
time.
Yeah.
Had a wonderful time. They worked so hard and everything. I mean, if there were any glitches, we certainly didn't know. Yeah. The only one would be with the sweatshirts.
Yeah, and they took care of it immediately.
They immediately said, don't worry, we'll handle it. And, you know, I've got a note already. And it was, but just everything, it just flowed. Again, this is their third one they've done.
Third year. And they've done 2 a year for at least the last couple
So I think, like us, when we do our retreats, as you do them, you become more efficient at what you're doing and everything. But they had 120 people signed up.
Yeah.
You know, we have 30. That's a big difference. But it was really, really nice. It was in the original high school in Williamston.
And I'll put pictures in at the very end from the retreat. I took pictures of the gift table, the exchange table, some of Robin's models, all kinds of things. So I'll put those pictures in.
But they just did an outstanding job, and congratulations, Chantel, to you and your team.
Yeah.
They were great.
It was very fun.
They were great.
We look forward to going back to another one.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
So I think that's everything. Whew, that was a lot.
Yeah.
What are your plans over the next few weeks?
To go through all this stuff and find a place for it.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of stuff that I got. I'm definitely going to try the maple syrup. I can't wait for that. And I have a lot of stitching to do, and I have a lot of sewing to do because I've got these project bags, all this fabric now for project bags. And I don't know, clean up my room. That's it. Yeah, today I sent her a note when she said, you know, I'm coming up. I said, fine, I'm clearing a path.
Yeah.
And that's about what it was.
Yeah.
But so I'm looking forward to working on all this stuff. It kind of reinvigorates you when you go to something like this and you see what people have done and you see all the neat finishes. They had a brag table. They had just going around and looking what everybody had on their tables and what they were working on and everything. It was just very inspiring. That's the right word. I was going to say enlightening, but it was very inspiring. And you see stuff that you have never seen before. That's always the thing. And like going into the Quilt Foundry and going into Riverview, you see, you know, like the what is it, Possibilities? What is that one? Flosstubers. Yeah. I'd never seen them before. And so, yeah, that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun time. We got to meet a lot of neat new people.
We did.
And a lot of our viewers were there, and we say hi to all of you. We were delighted to spend time with some of you guys and say hi and get to know you.
Yeah.
And all in all, it was a lot of fun.
It was.
And we look forward to more retreats.
Yes. And I think I go to Quilt Retreat in 3 weeks.
Yes, you do.
So between now and then, I have some work to do because I have challenge fabric that I haven't done anything with.
Me too.
And I have a quilt to finish so I can put it out for show and tell. And I have some pre-cutting to do. So that will probably be my focus over the next couple of weeks. Down in my sewing room, we'll be getting some of that stuff done. I'll keep stitching on the side. I may not get to much finishing between now and then, but I also do, it's a good thing you're sitting down. I asked my husband to clean off the workbench in the garage, which has not been cleaned for 20 years since we moved in, and I want to use that as a painting area so that I can just open the garage door and leave it out there to dry and stuff.
Well, you asked him to clean it off. He hasn't done it yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. But he said he would. So
well, we'll see.
We'll see.
How much he clears off. I guess my other news is my oldest grandson's coming on Friday night. I'm picking him up in Lafayette, and he's staying until his flight on Monday morning at 6 a.m. But he's in Colorado, and he wants to get back in time for work. Yeah. So I said, not a problem. I'll just stay up all night. And so he told me I was a party animal. Yeah. But so I'm really excited to see him. It'll be great. Nice he's been here. He comes relatively frequently. Yeah. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing him.
So we'll see. We might be back in 2 weeks. We might be back in 4 weeks, but probably not 3. And we'll have lots of fun stuff to show you, I'm sure, when we get back.
Not quite as much as today, hopefully. Maybe for you. But I'm not going off the deep end anytime soon.
Okay, sounds good. One other thing I wanted to mention is that our retreat waitlist is open for August of 2026. We already have a handful of people on it, but if you are interested in getting into the retreat, you can click the link below to go to my blog and get the registration form. You just need to download a copy of that, fill it out, and you can either mail it, snap a picture, scan it, and send it to me to get on our waitlist.
Yep.
I think today we'll ask a question. I can't remember what spurred me to think about this. Maybe it was the Lizzie Kate stitching. But our question for you today is, how much have your tastes in what you stitch, quilt, sew changed over the years? I think it was that one answer about like, I don't stitch geese anymore.
Right.
So how much has it changed? Do you still have a very similar aesthetic to what you always have? Has it changed a little bit, a lot, or completely? So give us an idea. I'll try and put them into ranges so we can have a graph again. And I know you'll give us reasons why you think it's changed and which direction you've gone, but I'm very curious to hear how much your aesthetic has changed. What about you? Do you think yours has changed?
Oh, definitely. Again, in the beginning, you know, we had a lot of Elma Lynn, who was a great designer. I'm not knocking her or anything, but you know, it was geese and bears and you know, flowers and stuff like that. And there wasn't the variety. So you kind of were channeled into one area, whereas now you just, every store you go in, there's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I'm in trouble. But yeah, I've definitely changed.
Okay.
I've broadened my horizons, I guess I would say, as with the style I stitch as well as what I stitch on and what I stitch with.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, all there was when I started was Ada. Ada and DMC. That was it, or Anchor.
Yeah.
And that's it. And now,
well, good. Tell us how much your tastes have changed. We'll be interested to hear what you have to say.
Looking forward to lots of books.
Yes.
I'll write a lot. So,
all right. I think that's everything.
I think so.
We've kept you busy for a while.
Yes.
Hopefully you've gotten some good stitching in.
Yeah. And we want to thank you for joining us again, or if you're new, for staying or coming, and hopefully you'll come back again. If you want to reach us, we are twotallstitchers@gmail.com. Jennifer is Jen Quilter on Instagram. I am Grand Stitches. And I think that's it.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. So we hope the weather cools down for you. We are looking forward to fall. I watched the weather this morning, and it's supposed to be in the 70s next week, which would really be nice because it's been in the high 80s and it sucks. I'm not a hot weather person. We're ready for cool weather. So again, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you the next time we get here. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye.